Hello friends, Harshal here and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'll be discussing on AWS System Manager, or we can say that AWS SSM. So let's get started. So here SSM means gain operational insight and take action on AWS resources, right? So let me go here and let me tell you. Okay, if I click here, so here you can see AWS System Manager, which is used to gain operational insight and take action on AWS resources. So what we are doing here, we can get the operational insight. It means we can do monitoring, we can create the dashboard, or we will get the view, insight view, right? So that is the first feature, and the second one is we can take action on AWS resources. So there are various resources. We can create database, we can create instance. In fact, we can take an action on on-premise instances as well. So yeah, so we can also take some actions on AWS resources. So here view operational data for groups of resources, so you can quickly identify and act on any issues that might impact applications that use those resources. So operational view operational data, we can view operational data, we can view metric as well, like we can view the CPU utilization of EC2 instances or different metrics for the group of resources. Okay, so let us say we have different resources, so we can put those resources in a group, and that is called group of resources. Okay, so you can quickly identify and act on any issues that might impact applications that use those resources. Let us say there is one application is running on EC2 instance, but besides EC2 instance there are different resources involved in it, right? To support the application, there are different resources we use for it. So that is it is written over here that we can quickly identify and act on any issues that might impact applications that use those resources. Okay, so now how it works. So let me go here. Now how it works. So first of all, group your resources, right? So you can put all the resources in one group. So that is first of all we need to group the resources. So group your AWS resources and save them into resource group. Okay, that is the first step. Then the next one is view insight. View insight means to view the dashboards and monitoring kind of thing. So yeah, see relevant operational data and dashboards about your group resources. So first create a group of resources, then we can view insights for those group of resources. Okay, and if there is something action is needed, then we can take action to mitigate issues by performing operations directly on group, right? So create resource group, then view insight and take action accordingly. So this is how it works. Now we will check about some features. Okay, so the first feature is remote connect. So we can securely and quickly connect to the remote server. So here you can see quickly and securely access your EC2 instances through an interactive one-click browser-based shell or through the AWS CLI without need open inbound port. Okay, or manage any SSH key. So we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to manage these things. Okay, SSM behalf of the user, SSM will do everything, okay, to connect remotely. Now then resource grouping, right? So make sense out of your AWS footprint by grouping your resources into applications. Then insights and dashboard. View account level and group related insights through operational dashboard, right? Then running task on group resources. Let us say there are some tasks are running on the group instances. So use built-in automations or build your own to accomplish complex operational tasks at scale. Now remote execution. So safe and remote executions means this is a kind of access management, right? So yeah, so safe and secure remote execution across instances at scale without SSH or PowerShell. We don't have to take SSH and all the things. Okay, everything will be executed remotely. Then parameter store. So it is the centralized hierarchical store for managing secrets or plain text data. So let us say if you want to save your password somewhere, okay, secretly, then the parameter store is in effect. Okay, here in the parameter store you can manage your password and as well as plain text data. Okay, then patch management, OS patch management is also possible with the Amazon SSM. So that is simplify your operating system patching process for Windows and Linux. Then maintenance window. So let us say automatically perform task in defined window of time. Okay, so we can automate the task for a period of time. Let us say there is some maintenance every day from 1 AM to 2 AM. So between that period the defined task will be performed. By that time it will be in a maintenance window. Then software inventory. Collect software catalog and configuration for your instances and consistent configuration. Maintain a consistent configuration of your instances and application. So these are the features, right? So let me remind you once again. So first, remote connect, we can quickly and securely access to EC2 instances remotely. Okay, then resource grouping, dashboard and insight, then running task on group resources, then remote execution, no need of without of SSH or PowerShell, then parameter store to store your secret passwords and plain text data, or we can manage it by using parameter store. Then OS patch management, we can do patch management by using SSM. Then maintenance window, right? So yeah, so these are the features that will be provided by AWS SSM. Now software inventory and the consistent configuration, right? So okay, there are system manager capabilities. So if I go here also the same thing you can see. This is operation manager management, then change management to change the configuration, node management. Node means it could be a server or shared resource. So here if I go application management, change management, node management, operation management, quick setup and shared resources. So here you can see quick setup, operation management, application management, change management, node management and shared resource. So these are the capabilities, system manager capabilities. So these things we can perform, these are the things we can perform by using SSM. Okay, so in this video I'll tell you how can we manage EC2 instance as well as on-premise instance by using SSM, right? How can we manage it? How can we add into the inventory? So these things we are doing here in the demo. Before that, I would like to tell you that how it exactly function. So here you can see AWS Management Console. If we go into the AWS Management Console, here we will get AWS System Manager. So here is the AWS System Manager, right? Okay, we come here and then you can see there is a state manager, inventory, maintenance windows, patch management, session manager, fleet manager. So all the things we can do, we can perform, right? So if we go here, you can see a lot of steps, right? Fleet manager, inventory, session manager, state manager, patch manager. So we can manage the node, we can manage the EC2 instance, okay, or on-premise instance. So basically we can do a lot of things, we can manage the resources. Okay, so yeah, we can state manager. It means that we can check the state of the IAM role or the permission, okay, or we can check the state of EC2 instance. Then inventory, here we can add number of AWS resources or on-premise resource. Then maintenance window, you know very well, right? Then patch management to provide the security patch or OS version, different version of OS that is also patched. So basically the update, we can check the update or scan the update. Then session manager and then the fleet manager. Fleet means we can say that node, right? Okay, now we go into the VPC. Let us say there is a EC2 instance we have launched, right? And here is also EC2. Let us say we have launched two instances. It could be Linux, Windows, or Mac OS instances. Then what happened? The EC2 instance can send the logs to Amazon CloudWatch. Amazon CloudWatch can fetch the logs from EC2 instance. Then it can also fetch the logs to S3 bucket, right? Then it can be used Amazon Event Bridge. It can be used to CloudTrail. So there are four resources can be used to get the data, right? To get the log data basically. Okay, so first we get into the AWS Management Console. Then inside the console we go to SSM Manager, and in SSM Manager, in inventory we have added two EC2 instances, right? And these two EC2 instances will send out, or these four resources can fetch the logs here, okay. And by using these logs, by using this data, we can also it can be useful to get a view insight. So that is what it works, right? So if you can see here, this is the fourth step, and if you can see here, this is fifth step, which is Op Center, Explorer, and Incident Manager, right? So this comes under the purview of view insight and the dashboard, right? So Incident Manager, which is related to monitoring, Op Center, Operation Center, and then exploring. So yeah, this is the fifth step. And now here also you can see a fleet of IoT devices, corporate data center, and other cloud provider. Okay, let us say this is the AWS cloud, and if you want to add some different instances or virtual machine, that could be from different cloud provider. So we can also integrate it with the SSM, the data center or on-premise instance can also be integrated with the we can add into the inventory, right? And IoT device can also be added into the inventory and managed instances. So I hope that you understand this complete diagram. So now I'll show you the demo. First of all, I would like to add EC2 instance, AWS EC2 instance in the inventory, right, or the managed instance, and then we will do the same thing with the on-prem instance. So I'm going here. So the very first thing that we have to do is to do quick setup. So when I select the quick setup, then what happened, the IAM role will be created, that SSM IAM role will be created automatically. So for what reason, for what purpose we need to create IAM role? So here you can see, if you want to do host management, let us say there are so many instances, there are multiple instances, and I want to manage those instances from by using SSM. In that case, I need to go with the host management. I need to create that IAM role, right? I need to configure that IAM role. If I want to record the configuration, then for that purpose, this IAM role, here I need to create that AWS config. There is a AWS config for conformance pack or configuration status, and also there for patch manager, for distribution, DevOps guru, and for resource scheduler. So for various purpose, various roles and various settings or configuration, you can see here, right? So first of all, what I have to do, I need to do host management, and for that reason, here you can read configures IAM roles and enables commonly used system manager capabilities to securely manage your EC2 instance. So to manage our instances, we need to go with the host management. So let me create it here in the system manager. So the first option is update system manager agent every 2 weeks, right? So what happened, the SSM agent will be updated every 2 weeks, right? So if you want to manage EC2 instance, in that case SSM agent should be installed in that instance. So we need to install SSM agent into EC2 instance, right? Okay. Then the second one is collect inventory from your instances every 30 minutes. So it will collect the inventory from the instances every 30 minutes. It will check. Okay. Then it will scan instances for missing patches daily. Okay. It will keep on checking the vulnerabilities in the EC2 instances or the system, right? Then if you want to add the CloudWatch as well, so if you want to install and configure the CloudWatch agent in EC2 instance, so if I click over here, then it will be automatically installed in that EC2 instance. Here update the CloudWatch agent every 30 days. So yes, it is also possible. And okay, so now if I choose between deploying to the current region or a custom set of regions, so you can either choose the current region. It will choose this region, that North Virginia. This region will be selected automatically. It will check for this region, or you can choose the region that you want. Okay, so let me click here or here, wherever suitable for me, so I can choose any. Okay, so for now I have chosen this one, choose region. all instance or tag, right? So if I choose all instance, so whatever the instances available in the account and the reason, same instances will be chosen for the IAM role. Okay, so here you can see that target reason, right? So let us say this one is North Virginia, so yeah, North Virginia automatically selected. Okay, so now what I have to do, simply I go to EC2 instance, and first of all let me launch EC2 instances. So I'm going to launch two EC2 instances for SSM. Okay, if I select that Amazon Linux, then SSM agent is automatically, by default it is installed in this EC2 instance. But if I select Ubuntu or Red Hat or Mac OS, in that case I need to install SSM agent manually, right? So yeah, so for now I'm choosing that Amazon Linux AWS, and let me keep here, and yeah, everything is good, and let me launch the instance. So I simply launched two instances and nothing done anything special here, so it will take some time to show the status running. So now what we have to do here, right, here is the tag. Okay, and if I add here, the name is SSM. Here you can see the name. Okay, this is the name. Or if I click here and go to tag, then here also you can see that key and name pair, name is SSM. Okay, it is showing running. So okay, let me do here. So what we have done, I simply checked all the boxes. Okay, I'm okay with it. If you don't want, you can uncheck those boxes as well, but I don't find, for me it's okay, right? Then you can choose current region, so it will check for current region only, the instances that will be launched in the same instances, in the current instances. So yeah, it will fetch those instances. And I have chosen this that choose reason. So according to that, then here I can add the tag. So I have created two instances with the tag name of SSM, so the same I have written over here, and target reason is the same that I want. And let me create the IAM role will be created for this configuration. So yeah, it will take some time, some 1 minute or so, or the less. So here it started, your host management quick setup is being updated, so it started updating now. Now here you can see that total 4, 2 are pending, 2 are success. Here is the configuration deployment status, and here is the configuration association status. So yeah, now here the configuration deployment status is successful, total 1, and the configuration association status, that is total 7, and out of 7, 5 are successful and the 2 are pending. Right, so if I go here and let me check the association, so if I go here, and it will show all the roles, right? So here you can see here the instances per status. So here you can see the instances. Okay, there are 2 instances that will be automatically fetched, and now everything has been successful except this one, that collect inventory. So after the successful of this status, it will all 2 EC2 instance will be shown in the inventory. So if I go here and let me go to here in the inventory, in the node management, all the node will be provided. So for now, there is node is not available. What's this? Okay, let me wait for some time because it will take some time. Let me go here and check again. Yeah, 1 is still pending, so we have to wait. Okay guys, so out of 7, 6 are successful and 1 is pending. So there is 1 association is pending. So if I go here and let me check the inventory now. Then if I go down, and here you can see there are 2 instances that has been added. Okay, so these 2 instances is this one, the same instances has been fetched here, right? These are the managed instances now. And if I go here to check the state manager, so if I wanted to check all the association ID and the association name, all the IAM roles, so here only 1 role is pending, right? So if I click here, no, it is not going to click. So that is the CloudWatch document. It is related to CloudWatch agent. So it is showing pending, so it will take some time to install the CloudWatch into the EC2 instances, but other than of that, everything has been successful. So SSM agent, it is already updated. Then here you can see that IAM role is created and attached. It enable Explorer. Then it gather the software inventory, and this is for the install and manage CloudWatch for SSM. And yeah, the patch baseline association, that is also successful. So everything is successful except this one, right? Okay, so we are good here. So we have successfully added this inventory, these 2 EC2 instances into the inventory that you can see here. If I click on the EC2 instances, and here you can see that the SSM agent ping status, it is showing online, and the tag is this. So we have added into the inventory by using the tags, right? Okay, and let me go into the fleet manager. So yeah, this is the fleet manager. So if I go here, and this is the fleet manager. Fleet means node. Okay, so these 2 nodes that have been shown in the fleet manager, right? And now we can easily manage these 2 EC2 instances by using SSM, because we have added in the inventory and now it is managed instances, right? So this is it is shown in the fleet manager, then it is showing in the inventory, and yeah. Okay, so this is the AWS EC2 instances we have added. So now I'll do the same thing with the on-premises instances, on-premise machine, right, on-premise server. So if I go here and let me just quickly launch EC2 instance, so this time I'm going to okay, on-premise instance. So here I will select that Red Hat. Okay, so assume that Red Hat is on-premise instance, not the AWS EC2 instance. Okay, so we are just assuming here Red Hat is the on-premise instance, and yeah, everything is good. So I have a key pair name, I have key pair, that is demo, so I have selected this. And if I go down and let me launch instance, so I have added key pair because I wanted to take SSH. So let me check the on-prem instances. So yeah, it is in pending state. So quickly we can take the SSM, we can connect to it. So come on, it is in pending state. Okay, so let me try to connect it. This is the okay, now we are logged into the EC2 instance or the on-premise instance. Okay, so we have logged in, and let me check if the SSM agent is installed in this on-prem instance or not. So for that let me go to sudo okay sudo systemctl Amazon SSM agent. So if I click here, so here unknown command verb Amazon SSM agent systemctl okay status. So I just wanted to check the status. So unit this service is could not found. So yeah, it is not installed. So for that reason we need to install SSM agent. But how can we install SSM agent? And if I show you, so here is the commands, right? So by using this command we can install SSM agent. So first of all go with that make a directory. So let me create a directory or make a directory. So mkdir, that directory is created. Then what happen, we can use curl to download that SSM agent RPM package, right? And it will be saved in this tmp SSM directory, right? So let me copy it and paste here, right? So package will be downloaded. Yeah, it is downloaded now. So that is 69.6 MB download file. And now the next one is we need to install that agent has been downloaded, and now we need to install it. So that RPM package will be installed shortly. Okay, done. Now the next step is we need to stop the agent. First we have to stop the agent. So it will take some time. Okay, now if I check the status, it should be inactive, right? So now you can see that it is inactive, it is in inactive state. Okay, so now the next one is we need to register this on-prem instance with the activation code and activation ID. So first of all, let me so activation code and activation ID is needed here, right? Okay, so if I go here inside and in the SSM, if you go down, here is the hybrid activations. So whatever the hybrid activation, so if you want to integrate other cloud with the AWS cloud, then you have to integrate by using activation, hybrid activation. Okay, or on-premise instances, on-premise server, in that case hybrid activation ID and activation code is needed. So we go to hybrid activation here, and now we need to create an activation. So you can give any name that you want, and yeah, we are good. Okay, now create the activation. Here you will get the activation code. Simply copy it, that is the activation code. Yeah, that is the activation code should be here. Perfect. And activation ID we have to put here, that is the activation ID. And the reason should be this one, that North Virginia, that is US East 1. So US East 1. Now it is successfully registered the instance with AWS SSM. So successfully registered the instance with AWS SSM using managed instance ID. So the instance ID start with MI. Okay, and the EC2 instances, that instance ID starts with only I, but here it starts with MI. Okay, that is the major difference to identify. Okay, that's fine. And let me check. So now you can see here registration limit is 1 registered instance. So yeah, one instance is registered, but we need to do one more thing. Okay, so we recently stopped that SSM that SSM agent, right? So we need to start it. We need to start SSM agent, and then let me enable it. Okay, now perfect. So if I go here in the quick setup, so what we have done, first of all, we created a quick setup for host management. Okay, so It is still showing pending. Why it is showing pending? It should be okay. Still showing one is pending. Okay, it will take a long time, a lot of time, so that's fine. Okay, but 6 IAM roles that have been successfully created. Okay, so we have created quick setup, then EC2 instances will be created, right? And later on, if we check here in the inventory and the fleet, you will see. Okay, let me check in. First of all, let me check with the fleet. Okay, so how many nodes we can see? So see, you can see that MI, this is the on-premise instance, that is the Red Hat Enterprise Linux, right? And these this start with the MI instance ID, and this two nodes which is EC2 instances, this starts with the instance ID I. Okay, both are running. It is showing in running status, and yeah, all is online. Okay, so yeah, 3 nodes we have added in the fleet manager or inventory. And if I go to inventory, if I go down here, you can see MI, that is the Red Hat Linux. So if I click on it, that is the managed instance. Okay, so this is the managed instance, and we have successfully added this on-prem instance in the managed instance as well. So yeah, this is the this is the end of the video. And so in this video I just show you a demo where we can manage the instances, EC2 instances, and the on-premise instances. That is the agenda for today. So thank you so much guys for watching my video. Have a good day. Bye.